Hey, welcome, Thirsty Amigos. Thanks for joining me on this episode. I am flying solo on this episode. All the other amigos are on assignment, but we should be all back here pretty soon for some more episodes. We got a lot of stuff we got to start covering. It's starting to pile up everywhere. So, which brings me to this. We've moved the cantina from one area to another, and they're on different floors now. So that involves bringing a lot of bottles from down on one floor up to the up floor. So and it's not a fun process at all. There's so many bottles, it's ridiculous. But anyway, that's that problem. But going through that, I noticed I had some of these old Sauza Triadas. I roll my R. Triada. Or Triada, but Triada is how I was told how it's pronounced. But on these old ones, they don't make them. They're out of production. You might be able to still find them at some old mom and pop shops if you're lucky, sitting probably on the bottom shelves or way in the back, or ask them. Sometimes they put these dusty bottles and they just kind of shove them somewhere and forget about them. But you can still find them. I think there's no production date on these. I was looking, the lot numbers. These two right here are C lots, and this is an A lot. And my A lot is actually missing the front label. I don't know if it fell off. I bought it that way, but I'm assuming I had one at one time to say what it is. But then they have this really cool anyway, applique. Was what I'm going to call it, because it's stuck on there, but it has a lot of information on the back and the lot number and I think who bottled it. But all that information that's on here, and it's really hard to read through the liquid, is on this hang tag. So I'm going to go over the hang tag and read that, and I'll show B-roll footage of it and everything. And it says exactly what the applique says. And like I said, these are out of production. I think I got these in the early 2000s. These two are still sealed. I have opened this one. It's been a while since I've had it. The cork's really still wet, which is, to Sauza's credit, that's a really good cork, and it's sealed really well over the years. So, but I can't remember the last time I tried this one either. So hopefully it's a little bit better than the last one. I was smelling it. I pre-smelled a little bit, but just to see. But you can't always go by that. But it smelled pretty good. So let's go over the hang tag here. Like I said, I'll show some footage of it. But on the front part, it says Sauza Tequila, founded in 1873 by Don Zenobio Sauza. This limited edition is a fine example of the Sauza Distillery's art. So this is supposed to be a like a high quality añejo. That's the word I'm going to use for this one. A step above what they usually make. Triada is a 40% alcohol by volume, and you can see the importers, Old Greenwich, Connecticut. Okay, so let's get into the inside here of this booklet here, and it says it was Aztec belief that the fusion of opposites created a powerful third element, perfect balance. They considered this profound harmony to be at the basis of all creation. For example, the earth will only bear fruit when the sun and rain are in balance. Triada Tequila expresses this philosophy by the fusion of opposites. And you can see here it has a list, and these are, I'll show on the bottle, these are embossed, these symbols here in the booklet. These are embossed in the back, or sorry, the front or the back. I don't know. I'll let you guys decide which is the front, which is the back. It's interesting. But you have the symbol for fire, you have the symbol for sun, the symbol for balance, the symbol for moon, and the symbol for water. A perfectly balanced añejo tequila that tempers the young, raw, hand-harvested 100% blue agave through double distillation and then carefully aging in old oak casks. So it doesn't say. So that is the booklet. What do you want to call it? Hang tag pamphlet. that goes with this, and that's what's, like I said, I'll try to show some of that through there. But there's not a lot of production. I thought in some of my old books of of tequila that it had Triada in it, but I could not find it, or I just misplaced the book that I had it in. It had the old Sauza Galardon Reposado, but this añejo was like along those lines of the Galardon Repo. Was supposed to be a higher level of quality. So so that's what these are supposed to be. So let's taste it. Like I said, there's not a lot of production um information out there. I don't know how long it's aged. If I find out before I put this out, I'll put it down in the description below. That way we know. But it's a nice color. It's a beautiful color of añejo. It's real nice. It's a huge cork. I'm surprised that stayed. These have been that level forever too. Okay, let's pour some. Like I said, this hasn't. Can't remember the last time I tried it. I was curious, and I haven't seen it in a long time either. So I don't know where any honey holes are at, or I'd let you guys know. But I haven't seen it anywhere in a long time, unless it's like on the back, and they want a lot of money for them. So I think I've seen these as high as $150 online, but they're out of stock, I think. But if you find some, let me know. Put in the comments below. A, if you have it and you've had it, and B, if you know where some are still. Don't tell anyone. That's your stash. But let me know if you can still find it out there in the wild. All right, so we're gonna nose this. Oh yeah, this añejo has a vanilla. Sorry, outside all day. It really has. Excuse me. A classic añejo that's been aged in ex bourbon barrels. There's the vanilla. There's the oak spice. It really leans heavy toward a bourbon smell, which I'm not mad at. I like, if I'm gonna have it on, and it's controversial, you want to still be able to get the agave out of it, but I like, hey, you're putting it in the barrel. Let's see what the barrel can help do. The legs on here, they are they are fast to form and fast to run. So the viscosity is kind of runny, not real thick, the viscosity. So yeah. So, but fingers crossed, it's not all water. But I do get a nice aroma. All right, let's enough talking. Let's taste this. Salud. Oh, now it says, and it's 40% alcohol. It still has a little bit of. This one may have lost a little bit, but the foundation's still there. So a lot of bourbon flavor, a lot of vanilla barrel, oak. It tastes like an old, like the añejos used to taste way back in the day when they were just aged in a barrel, an old ex bourbon barrel, and have that classic bourbon barrel influence. And that's what this tastes like. Don't really get a lot of agave on it. This would be a great sipper for a bourbon enthusiast. Like if you're coming in from bourbon and want to try a añejo that tastes like a bourbon, this is really it. It's good though. I like it. It's not bad at all. And this is when supposedly Sauza was still or was making this product the correct way. I know they had some other product, and today they're this, they are what they are today. A lot of their products aren't as good as they used to be at all. But this Triada and the Galardon were supposed to be a step above everything else, and you can tell the quality's here. Yeah, man, this would probably be around 80 if I was rating it like our old Blanco battle we did. This would probably be around 80, 82. Not bad. And then especially this one, it's been open a long time. I'd like to see Maybe once we finish this one, maybe open up one of these other ones and see how it compares, because these are still nice and sealed. But this one's been open a while, and but it's sealed up really good. But there's still a lot of oxygen, so I'm sure it's lost a little of its potential or potency. Sorry. But yeah, no, I could sip on this. It doesn't taste like. Sorry, I got off on a tangent. Where I was going with that, it doesn't taste like it has a lot of chemical or artificial additives to it. So it just tastes like a tequila that's been aged in a bourbon barrel for a long time. Like I said, I don't know how long. I'm not sure what bourbon. Like I said, it just said oak casks. Didn't even say old. It says old oak casks. So I'm not sure what kind of cask it is. So we'll see if I can find out any more information, or if you have information, let me know, because it's been a while since this has been out. But no, not bad. So I would say this is definitely if you see it out there, get it and try it. And if you have some, I would say give it a try. It doesn't, like I said, this is when Sauza was trying to make good stuff and was making it the right way. Yeah, I don't taste like there's any additives or anything in it. It's not blowing me. It's not blowing me away like one of the best añejos you've ever tasted. There's a lot of ones this would fall short against. But if you just want like a classic añejo bourbon barrel aged sipper, this is it right here. Now, granted, I don't know if these bottles on the secondary market make it a good buy to do that with. But if you have it or know where some are and you can get a decent price, I definitely recommend picking that up and giving a try. So, yep, success. Compared to the last tasting, this one I think is still good. I'm going to have to probably hurry up and drink the rest of this, though. Not now, but with the amigos. All right. Thanks for joining me on this episode. Let me know if you guys any information on these. If you've had it, if you liked it, what you thought of it. Do you agree with me? I'd give it 3.5 sombreros for our rating. That's what I would give it. Like I said, like an 80, 82. It's pretty good. Not bad. I'm glad I got to try it. These out of production ones are getting harder to find nowadays. So, if you can taste them and they're still in good condition, it's a nice treat from tequila when it was made from way back in the day. So, all right. Until the next video, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you then. Salud.